When you're building a culture of belonging, every word counts. That's why Textio brings the world's most advanced language insights into your hiring and employer brand content. Our industry leading approach to artificial intelligence and machine learning provides the tools needed to find more diverse candidates. In short, Textio builds more equitable workspaces, guiding businesses and writing more inclusive job posts. And we're building on that success by bringing even more products to the market for all people who share our belief that language matters. Words have power, and at Textio, we harness that power to increase the access and availability of value-driven work for everyone.
What's going on, Living Corporate? It's Tristan, and I want to thank you for tapping back in with me as I provide some tips and advice for professionals. Today, I want to discuss the state of the current job market. The pandemic shut down one of the best markets for job seekers in recent history. Since then, the job market has been a roller coaster, rebounded to historic territory as we began to learn to live with COVID-19, and now words of layoffs and hiring freezes. These headlines about layoffs and hiring freezes have created a lot of fear for job seekers. If your anxiety is high, you're not alone. According to a poll conducted by Andrew Seaman, managing editor for jobs and career development at LinkedIn News, nearly 2/3 of respondents said they were either worried or very worried about their careers. So let's take a moment to talk about where we are. There are a lot of external factors, including the pandemic, supply chain shortages, inflation, and the war in Eastern Europe, that are creating a lot of unknown variables. These unknown variables create uncertainty within companies and make it hard to anticipate what decisions they will make moving forward. Does this mean you should worry? Honestly, it depends on many factors, including your industry and field. According to LinkedIn's June workforce report, hiring was 9.8% higher this past May compared to the same time last year. Similarly, hiring in May was 10% higher than it was in February 2020 before COVID was announced in the US. From these numbers, the only thing we can deduce is that the market overall is strong and healthy. But some worrisome signs are beginning to pop up. According to the latest U.S. Department of Labor data, the 4-week moving average of first-time unemployment claims has been trending upward since April. Also, the 4-week moving average of people continuing to collect unemployment has started to level out after a consistently downward trend since the beginning of 2021. Many headlines about companies implementing hiring freezes or laying off staff are about the technology, cryptocurrency, and real estate industries. According to Bloomberg, at least 37,000 people in those fields have lost their jobs since May. Much of this is likely due to a change in people's behavior. Now that people can travel again, many are spending less time on their digital devices. When I think of this, I think of Peloton, a company considered a unicorn during the pandemic. Well, now that gyms are back open and we're not staying in our homes as much, their sales have dropped dramatically, and they grew too big during their high period. When it comes to real estate, since inflation has risen so much, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates, making it more expensive to borrow money. Therefore, fewer people are on the market to buy homes. Even though this was an intended effect of raising interest rates, it dramatically impacted the jobs in the real estate market. So what does this mean for you? If you're in industries that seem to be doing well during these times, you should still be optimistic about finding a new role, but you'll need to put in place a winning job search strategy. If you're in an industry that is feeling the effects of everything, you will need to adjust your expectations about how much time you will need to spend looking for a job, and you'll also need to expand your list of target employers. Lastly, you'll want to consider opportunities you may not have considered at the height of the job market. Take an inventory of your skills and figure out how they may be transferable to other areas. For example, you may be a travel agent, but many of your skills could be useful in a logistics coordinator role. This tip was inspired by the article, What You Need to Know About the Current Job Market by Andrew Seaman on LinkedIn and brought to you by Tristan of Layfield Resume Consulting. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Layfield Resume or connect with me, Tristan Layfield, on LinkedIn.
This episode of Living Corporate is brought to you by Blind. Blind is a safe, trusted community of more than 5 million verified professionals. Head over to teamblind.com to get the latest insights into salaries, company reviews, and interview experiences at thousands of companies worldwide.